Jake Schwartz here on a beautiful Friday morning here at the Under Armour All American Camp here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And indeed, I have with me a man who knows the thing or two about basketball, ESPN Zone, and a man who had great success at Duke University, the great Jay Bilas. Jay, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing great, Jake. How are you?
First of all, it's always good to see you, and always a pleasure whenever you and I get together. We get to see the best type of basketball. We've always had, every time we run into each other, there's always a good basketball event, so that makes things good. 3 days, certainly great type of basketball. This has been a fantastic week here at the Under Armour All American Camp.
Yeah, it's really been good. The coaching and instruction has been really high level for the players, and the players, all the high school players, have been great. They're hard workers, they're really talented. But I think most of if you ask any coach here, they'll tell you that the players are really good teammates. They've worked really hard, they've been attentive, and they get it. And it's been great to watch the college players. They call them counselors, but the college players have done a phenomenal job. The speed at which they play and how hard they play has been really impressive.
Sure. I was telling this to Fran Frischelli yesterday. To have an Under Armour event come here in the Northeast, always in your hometown of Charlotte, North Carolina, in fact, the last few years, why did Under Armour want to come to a place like Philadelphia? What makes Philadelphia a special place to play in?
Well, it's a great facility here at Philadelphia University, and it's a basketball town. I mean, Charlotte, North Carolina has been great. It may continue to be great in the future. Who knows where these things are going to be year after year. They tend to move around a little bit, but having representation, so many players from the Northeast, it's the perfect place to have a camp.
Yeah, and you've seen some great players. Who have been some of the best standouts so far to you, or have there been some names you've?
I'm not sure I can mention.
Well, I would.
I'm not sure I can mention the high school players, but there have been so many guys. There have been so many guys that have played really well. It's amazing at this age because there are a lot of younger players here, rising sophomores, rising juniors, how good they are at this early age. And I've been incredibly impressed with how there's a lot being thrown at them in a short period of time, and how much they've been able to absorb and then put into play in the games. It's really been impressive. And I think you hear a lot about players. You know, people talk about players today, entitled and all that stuff. And I haven't seen any of that here. It's been really fun to watch.
Well, we know that you're on a tight schedule. Jay Bilas, as always, we thank you for stopping by. A pleasure to see you, as always, and we will catch up with you. Jake Schwartz again here on another edition of Voice of Reason at the Under Armour All American Camp.